a new experiment in GTA 5. Today we will test which car can drive through water bumps. And each time they get bigger and bigger, but it becomes more and more difficult to drive through them. So watch until the end, give a like, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new experiments.
Hi guys! As always, your favorite little penguin Koki is here with you.
And here's a brand new experiment where we'll see how far these cars can go over real water bumps. And today, the car collection consists only of high-end supercars. We have classic supercars from the past, incredibly fast Formula 1 cars, jet-powered supercars, and of course the fastest rocket supercars in the entire world. So be sure to watch the video until the end, leave a like, and of course subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new awesome experiments. But I suggest we don't waste any time and jump right into our awesome challenge with the oldest supercar here today. It really does look extremely old. I wonder if it even starts. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's moving, it's driving well, that's already not bad actually. The main thing is that it makes it to the finish line, although I think with supercars that's going to be really tough because just look at this. This is only the first level, and the distance here is honestly very short. It's like you just drove into a puddle and that's it, nothing unusual. We're passing through carefully and overall everything is going pretty well. Carefully, just like this, we drive through and that's it. The second level is already much harder. Look how much water there is here. At any moment you could sink. And this is only the second level. Can you imagine what it's going to be like on the very last one? That's just insane. Now it's the orange one. Here you already need to go at maximum speed because the car is almost completely submerged underwater. Alright, let's go. Full acceleration. One more time. Perfect. Fourth level. We're already close. But here I think our chances are honestly very slim. Just look at that. And that's only the orange one. Fourth level. And here the car is already completely submerged underwater. That's just insane. Now, the absolute most important thing you need to remember is to make sure water doesn't get into the engine, because if it does, it will cause a hydrolock and our car will just stop. And what can you do here? To be perfectly honest with you, I don't even know. The red level. Seriously? Well, alright, let's try. Let's see what happens, but something tells me that that's it. We're done for. Actually, that was pretty good. I didn't expect the first car to make it all the way to the red level right away. That was really cool. Okay, let's keep going, and the very next vehicle we are going to test is the car. Now, this is a real supercar. It's a Porsche 911. And it really does look very cool. Look, it's even got some tuning. Here's what I suggest we do, you know? Since we've got supercars, let's try to go through everything at maximum speed. Even though it's a Porsche, it's not super fast. We're definitely going to have cars that are much faster today. But why not? Because supercars themselves have a very low suspension. That's a huge downside. But at the same time, they're very fast. That's a plus. The absolute most important thing we need to do is check how good they really are. Will they actually be able to reach the finish line? Because so far we've only managed to get to the orange level, and that's where the problems start. Seriously, to be honest, it is looking pretty bad right now. Just say, that's it, I completely sank at the orange level. Well, yeah, orange Porsche, orange level. Beyond that point, we probably don't even need to go anywhere else. It's really quite sad. Okay, maybe Formula 1 will handle this difficult challenge a bit better, because it should be much faster after all, right? Let's see if Formula 1 can do it. Formula 1 is actually the fastest car in the world, so I suggest, although actually maybe not. This one will be the fastest car in the world. It's a real rocket. But for now, we're testing the Formula car. Let's accelerate and see what it can do. By the way, it's actually doing pretty well. We're already overtaking the previous car. But this is where the problems start. No, stop. Please, just don't let it sink. Just don't let it sink. Right now on the orange? No. Phew, we finally made it out of there. That was actually very close, but alright, we're continuing forward very carefully now. Whoa! Let's keep going. Perfect. Come on. We really need to at least reach the red level, although we're already starting to have some serious problems with the radio dishes. The car is simply getting stuck in place. Come on. Just a little bit more carefully now, and we are going under the water. Are you actually serious right now? Well, alright, I guess we just sank. Apparently supercars and the red level just don't go together well. They simply don't match each other at all, at least for now in any case. Although with each attempt the supercar is getting better and better, faster and faster. For example, the next car, this is basically a Ferrari, I think. Well, it looks a lot like a Ferrari, a police Ferrari. So, what do I suggest? Let's stick to the same tactic, get maximum acceleration and try to fly straight to the finish line. Now that's perfect. I like this kind of car much more. You could almost fly straight to the finish right away. Okay, at the very least we're reaching level 4. Things should get more interesting here, Vova, with this kind of power. and the car suits us. It's really super fast. Most importantly, it handles everything perfectly. Okay, the red level. Now that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. A lot of cars have already sunk here today, and I think this Ferrari won't be an exception. Yeah, we just barely didn't make it out, even though the car is really fast. It only just made it onto the red level and immediately sank. That's really unfortunate. Alright, let's try another Ferrari, but this one should be even more incredibly fast. Because it's, well, honestly and truly a true Ferrari from the future. It looks incredibly cool, and most importantly, it's very fast. Let's see what it's capable of. We're going to go for maximum acceleration, because without it, nothing will work. It takes off right away and... Oh, what kind of spinner is that? Wait, we're supposed to be driving over these water bumps, not spinning all over the place. Stop. Phew, that was awesome. Just so you know, in 5 seconds, we're already at the red level. I really like this. But most importantly, I'll really like it if this Ferrari makes it to the finish line. Careful, it didn't sink. Come on. Perfect. So far, it's still alive. Even though it's completely submerged underwater, guys, it's still going. It's really hard to control. And this is the second to last level. It's actually really deep here. Are you supposed to go through here on a boat or what? I honestly don't get it. Alright, now I get it. Seriously, you really do need a boat here because what is this? How much is that? The distance is about 3 times longer than my car. This is just insane. Well, we almost made it to the 7th level, but I'm sure the next cars should be able to handle it. Supercars, of course, fly through like hotcakes. Seriously. By the way, just look, we even have jet-powered supercars today. Now, those, I think, are 1,000,000% going to make it to the finish line today. But before we test those, let's try out the regular supercars with you. Well, although, how regular are they really? They're all unusual. Just look at this. It looks really cool. Nissan GTR. Super tuned, super fast. But for some reason, it won't start. I think it's because you haven't hit the like button. You've watched up to this point and still haven't liked the video. How could you do that? Scroll down and hit the like button under this video, and then we'll definitely make it to the finish line in this car. Come on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's moving. See, I told you, and I can't... It was just absolutely perfect. All we were missing was your like. I honestly don't know what else to say. I suggest we try one last time to hit maximum speed, and then we'll start changing our tactics a bit if we still can't manage to reach the finish line. Then we'll try to go really, really slowly. Although, to be fair, I really like this tactic. It's working pretty well so far. Wait. Come on. Just a tiny little bit more. Stop. No. Just please not into the water. Thank you, that was really close. This is the biggest disappointment. By the way, did you notice that our previous cars, if I remember correctly, the red one stopped exactly at the red level and the purple one stopped right at the purple level? I really wonder if the car needs to be green to finally make it to the finish line. Overall, that was a pretty good tactic. I think we could try it again, or perhaps let's try to drive this supercar really carefully this time. Very slowly, although, damn, it looks really cool, like some kind of space rocket, seriously, and it's really fast. One last time, we're testing the supercar after all. Okay, if these were kinematic off-road vehicles or monster trucks, then you could drive quietly, calmly, and carefully. But here, you just need to floor it and race all the way to the finish line. I think that's exactly the tactic that should work. Wait, stop. No, seriously, we're already at the purple level, guys. We're already at the purple level. Quiet. We need to make it. Come on. Stop. Now stop right here. Stop. Please. No. Just not into the water. No. Faster. Please. Finish line. To the finish line. Drive out. Come on. Swim out. Come on. Are you serious? We're right at the finish line with you. No way. I actually really like this. You know, by the way, what I suggest. Let's do an experiment and try to drive the same car at the minimum speed. I think the result will be much worse. And by the way, I think we can even go the other way. We can drive this supercar. Look, it even jumps. If only I had known this earlier. Well, here we go. Attempt number 2. Let's get the minimum acceleration. Okay, maybe not the absolute minimum, but we'll drive as carefully as possible. I just feel like this doesn't work at all. Seriously. If we keep driving like this the whole way, our car will make it, well, at best to the red level. It definitely won't make it to the finish line. Because it will simply sink. With supercars, you really need to use the car's super abilities. If it's some kind of off-road or a monster truck, it has big wheels. It'll get through easily even without much speed, but right here, seriously, that's just it. I'm completely stuck. I honestly can't go any further at all, and that's it. Our entire run is officially over right here on the 3rd level. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. When it comes to these supercars, we really need to go at absolute maximum speed. Whoa, wait, what's this? We've got some real jet cars now, and I really like the look of this a lot. You know why? First of all, they're incredible supercars, and secondly, they have turbo boosters. That means only one thing: we can reach the finish even faster, so let's activate the boost and go. Woohoo! Now this is exactly what we need. Perfect. Look, by the way, I've come up with a new tactic. We don't even need to reach maximum speed, we just need to land carefully. Land carefully, not in the water. Stop. Whoo, carefully. Landed carefully. The most important thing is not to end up in the water. Easy, flip, turn, don't fall in the water, and seriously? This car has such a low suspension that I keep scraping. That's really unfortunate. Honestly, it's really unfortunate. But the most important thing is that we have turbo boost. With it, we'll try to fly straight to the finish without even accelerating to the max. Is it just me, or is this a coincidence? Seriously, a red car, and it's the very end of the red level. It's like some kind of curse is following us today, but oh well. That was really unfortunate because I honestly already believed that this car would make it to the finish line. Damn, I was just a little bit short, just barely missed the mark and didn't quite make it, but oh well. If this is level 7, I've got to say, I wonder if it can actually reach the finish, because honestly, it feels like we're really cursed today. The car only goes as far as the color of the level. Seriously, if we have a green car, does that mean it'll sink right on the very first level? I feel like that's almost impossible. And if it's blue like water, does that mean it'll only make it through the water level or what? It really makes me stop and think. Although, no, we're already almost at the 4th level. Come on, move carefully now. The most important thing is not to drown. This car is just like a Pokemon, 4th level. Yeah, I really like jumping over bumps like this. From a first-person view? No, better not to test it from first person. That could end very, very badly. It wouldn't be a car anymore, but a submarine. Alright, the red level. This is where the real problems start, but the car keeps going. It's an Aston Martin Pokemon Go. Aston Martin Pokemon Go. Now the Aston Martin has become a submarine. Oh, at the red level, we really have extraordinarily difficult challenges for supercars because here, well, it's just so incredibly deep and almost every supercar ends up getting water inside the engine and sinks. Well, alright, maybe jet cars can successfully navigate through this difficult challenge. We've already had one jet car, but for some reason it had a very low suspension. By the way, these are 2 mini rockets, one being quite large and the other being relatively small. It looks just perfect. Let's see if the small rocket can handle it, and then we will see if the big one can manage as well. With the turbo booster, I think this challenge is just perfect to take on. The most important thing is not to sink in this puddle right here. Okay, alright, because look, we stand like this, perfect. Oh, this car also has low suspension. Look, we activate the boost and just take off straight to the red level. We literally fly over the entire orange section instantly. The most important thing is not to land in the water. And honestly, the chances are really high. Stop, stop, stop. Perfect. Red level. Look, here we can actually fly straight to the finish line. And I think we can really make this happen. Ready? So 1, 2, 3. We activate the boost and take off straight to the finish line. No, 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 wait. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Straight to the finish line. Perfect. Just perfect. Ta-dum. That's it. We made it to the finish line. And that's already the second car that has completed this challenge. I think we could even drive back the other way. Watch this. A new experiment. We went one way, and now let's see if we can make our way back. Back without even using turbo boost. Look, absolutely perfect. And now let's activate the boost, and we just fly right back to the absolute beginning of the track. I think that's a double victory in this experiment. So, what do we have here? There's a police car, there's a super cheater car. I think that's a Lamborghini, it's really fast. So I suggest we start with the most basic vehicle in the lineup. There's a car for drag racing, a Lamborghini with off-road wheels, actually not even wheels but tracks, and a turbo rocket. So let's turn on the sirens and start with the most basic supercar. A police supercar? Yes. At this point, out of the remaining collection, this is honestly the most ordinary car. So we go for maximum acceleration and let's go. Let's see how good the police are. But the car looks really powerful. Seriously, this is some kind of... Is this a Pagani, I think, or what is it? It looks absolutely incredible. The most important thing is that it doesn't sink. Yeah, it really does seem to be a Pagani. Like this video if you like this car. It looks, well, incredibly unique and unusual. Let's go, we're just bouncing along here over all these bumps. The most important thing for us right now is not to sink. As soon as the police car's alarm goes off and stalls, that's it, we've sunk. While we're driving, everyone sinks. Why did I even mention it and now we've gone and sunk again? And by the way, we are again on the red level. This is some real bad luck, seriously. The red level just started and the supercar immediately sank. That is honestly quite disappointing, but now we're moving on to the absolutely most overpowered Lambo. Well, maybe it is not exactly the most overpowered car, but it is definitely 100% overpowered because it shimmers and glows so brightly. Just look at it. Even the wheels are shimmering with that light. That looks really cool, just absolutely incredible to witness. The acceleration is also top-notch, honestly the best you have ever seen, just perfect. I feel like we are going to reach the finish line in literally 1 second right now. Seriously, that was just so easy. Why can't all supercars do this every time? Okay, 1 level. Or maybe not just 1 level. That's it, we're already at the finish line. Perfect. Just perfect. How long did that take? Probably about 10 seconds. I don't even think I need to explain that we can get back just as easily. Although, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Why not? The car is really fast. Seriously, one of the fastest cars today. Look, acceleration, let's go. That's really cool. Seriously, straight to the finish line right away. Well, almost, yeah. Look, we made it to the green level with you from... That was just one incredible jump. I honestly think that definitely deserves a like for such an absolutely awesome car. That was really cool to watch. Well, now there are only 3 cars left in the lineup, so I suggest we start with the most unusual one of the bunch, because this is basically a Lamborghini tank, I guess I would call it. Because instead of standard wheels, this car actually has real heavy-duty tracks, and seeing that in action should be really cool. Unfortunately, it's not quite as fast as all the other Lambos we've seen today, like our previous cheater Lambo, but still it is a sight to behold. Just look at how cool the suspension works on this car. And yeah, we can even do flips with it, by the way. That's actually really awesome to see. I think next time we need to test monster trucks in this experiment. They would definitely, every single one of them, make it all the way to the finish line. Or even off-road vehicles, because the higher the suspension, you see, the easier it is to pass these challenges. We're already at the red level, and our Lambo doesn't seem to care at all. Although this Lambo is also super tough. Can you see it or not? Well, that is finally it. I just ended up in the Bermuda Triangle, started spinning, and completely drowned. All it took was mentioning it. It really looks like it's some kind of bad luck or something. Oh well, the Lambo on track wheels still doesn't make it to the finish line today. But I think we have 2 of the incredibly fastest cars left. One is a drag racing car. Just look at those huge rear wheels, and the front ones are really small. And the second car is a real rocket. Here it is, I think, right here. There's just no way it shouldn't make it to the finish line today. Alright, full acceleration. Actually, it's pretty fast, but at the same time, this car has a very low suspension, and I think that's going to be a major problem for us. Plus, it's just so long and heavy, it won't make it to the finish. Something tells me seriously that this car has a very low chance of overcoming this challenge. Although, who knows? Maybe now it'll show some kind of superpower like a turbo boost, a jump, or even flight. But no, it just won't. We have a separate and dedicated video where we test out both jet-powered vehicles and cheat cars. So if you want to see videos like that, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out other experiment videos on my channel, where we test cheat and jet-powered cars. In this experiment, I would also test jet-powered cars because they really handle it amazingly well. But as you can see, all the supercars, every single one of them, just sink at the red level. Well then finally, the fastest, the most hardcore one. Is it a Formula 1 car or maybe it's a rocket? I don't even know which is the better name for it. But 100% it's very fast, and look, I think it'll take about 3 seconds to reach the finish line. I've just gotten stuck here, seriously, that's it guys, we're not going anywhere, this car can't even move from the start. Okay, that's all just jokes of course, I just wanted to have a little fun. Now, let's go for maximum acceleration, 1, 2, 3, go! Whoa, and that's it, we're just flying, it's unreal. It even has gravity off, just look at that. Look, that's it. I don't even have to do anything at all. I turned off gravity and just flew. Exactly like in outer space. Just like that, I flew right past the finish line. And that's it, easy. And I just kept flying further and further. That was really incredible. If you enjoyed this video and laughed even once, you owe me a like for sure. Hit that subscribe button for my channel. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss new fantastic experiments just like this one. Well, as always, it was me, your favorite penguin. See you again very soon. Bye bye for now.